Nokia Lumia 530 is Nokia's most affordable Windows phone, yet it's packaged as well as Nokia's flagship, the 930. In the box you will find the Nokia Lumia 530, of course, wrapped in a somewhat cheap package. Also included in the box is a standard headphone and a charger with a micro USB charging port, and of course the ubiquitous quick start guide. Of note is that the cable is actually a captive plug and cannot be used for syncing the device. Nokia expects you already have a drawer full of USB cables, and I don't think they are wrong. Back to the device. The handset is pretty chunky, but also looks pretty robust. It has a standard set of buttons, except of course for the camera key, and the navigation buttons being virtual. The cover can be prized off with some difficulty, revealing the battery, which is 1430 milliamps. The handset we had been supplied with is not a dual SIM device, but does have a slot for memory card. So how does Nokia's most affordable handset perform, especially compared to Nokia's flagship device? The smartphone boots relatively rapidly, but in use, the scrolling is noticeably slower than on the Nokia Lumia 930. The difference in performance is most clearly seen when loading web pages. When loading the New York Times, for example, the Nokia Lumia 930 finishes well before the Nokia Lumia 530. Of note, however, is that zooming and scrolling is still smooth on both handsets. It is, however, clear that one gets what one pays for. For example, on the Nokia Lumia 530, with its 854 by 480 screen, one can't really read the words when not zoomed in, while on the stunning 1080p screen on the Nokia Lumia 930, this is easily performed. If our readers are concerned about the software navigation keys, there is really no need, as they work and function about as well as the capacitive keys on the Nokia Lumia 930. The screen is the one big weakness of the Nokia Lumia 530. The angles are pretty poor, and it starts losing contrast at around a 50-degree angle, whereas one can achieve around 180 degrees on the Nokia Lumia 930. It also has a strange sepia color, which is apparent in low light. It does perform pretty well in bright light, however, only doing marginally less well than the Nokia Lumia 930. The camera is not a strong point of the device, with pictures being rather oversaturated. But then what does one expect from a £60 handset? In low light in particular, the handset struggles to produce usable pictures, especially compared to the performance of a Nokia Lumia 930. With there being no flash, this might be a real issue for some. In terms of video recordings, the device can only manage WVGA resolution, and the results are not anything to write home about. Overall, however, the Nokia Lumia 530 performs very well for a handset of its class. And if you can't quite afford Nokia Lumia 930, I don't think you'll go far wrong in picking the 530.